Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. It has been quite a little while since I posted a video. I think it's been like a week or two. So I thought that today we would do a little bit of just like a chatty update video. I'm gonna answer some of your questions while I get ready and do my makeup. I got a few requests to do some more chit chat, get ready with me type of videos. In case you don't follow me on Instagram, I did take out my tape and extensions and I cut my hair. I know you can't really see it because I have a black backdrop and it kind of blends in, but I have been working on growing out my hair for the last year. And for those of you who have seen my videos from last summer or have been following me for a while, you know that my hair was super short. I had a lot of really short layers like in the front, and I've just been trying to grow it out and get it to be all one length. So the front has grown a lot, and yeah, so I chopped it to all one length and I'm just rocking a little bob right now, and it feels really good for the summertime. So I'm not gonna really talk about the products that I am using on my face. I don't have anything new. This is all stuff that you guys have probably seen before. I will list everything that I'm using though in the description in case you are curious. I have been so MIA from social media in general, but it was very much needed. It was my birthday, the beginning of June, and so my boyfriend and I went on our first vacation together. We went to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It was both of our first times there, and both of our birthdays are in the first week of June, so we were there to celebrate both of us, and it was just super nice to get away and just be able to relax and not to worry about work and YouTube. So we were there for a week, and then even after we got back, I felt like I still just needed a little bit of extra time. And especially now that like the weather is getting so nice, I've just been spending a lot of time outside. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen we bought this giant unicorn float, and my boyfriend has this really beautiful lake on his property where he lives. So we took the float out on the lake, and that's literally what we did this entire past weekend. But that's kind of it as far as my updates go. I turned 27. Can you guys believe that? It's weird because I still feel like a kid. Like, I don't know. I feel like a teenager sometimes. Okay, so let's get into some questions. I posted one of those like question sticker things on my Instagram page. I occasionally will go on there and just do little like impromptu Q&As. So if you guys are interested in participating and you aren't already following me on Instagram, I will have my Instagram linked in the description. So Bianca's Hair and Beauty asks, any advice for when a service doesn't quite go the right way? That is honestly one of the worst feelings ever, whether it's like something that you did wrong or if it's just that like the client is unhappy for whatever reason. But my biggest piece of advice is, number one, don't take it personally. Remember that this is a business. You're providing a service to a paying customer. That's number one, because it's very easy to take things like that personally and then to get upset. So don't get upset. Like, save your breakdown for after you go home. In the moment, you gotta just be super professional and just be really honest with your client. And even like to this day, if say I do somebody's color and I notice that there's a piece in the back that looks splotchy, or their toner just didn't take right, or just like something looks uneven or whatever, even if the client doesn't notice it themselves while they're sitting there in the chair, if I notice it, I will correct it right there and then, or I'll have them come back if I don't have time so that I can fix it. Like, you just always need to be honest, because say you try to just like throw some curls in there and be like, oh, it's fine, like they're not gonna notice. They're gonna go home and they're eventually gonna wash their hair and be styling it, and they are gonna notice. And then they're gonna be really upset because it is your fault. And, you know, you don't want to give anyone the opportunity to leave you a negative review. Even if you mess up, just own up to it, be honest, and fix the mistake. That's the best thing that you can do. Do you think you'll ever teach classes on your techniques, etc.? I think you'd be really good at it. Oh, thank you. I've always loved sharing any like knowledge or experience or tips that I have with people, so I would definitely love to teach, but I'm a little hesitant because I have only been doing hair for a year and a half now professionally, and I just feel like, even though I do feel like I have some good tips to share, I feel like because I am still new to the game, I don't want people to think like, who the hell does this girl think she is? Like, she literally just started, what the hell does she know? You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I definitely see myself teaching classes in the future. I just don't know when. Can you give a little overview of what the boards are like? Are they hard? So I live in Pennsylvania, and in PA, we did not need to take a practical part of the state board. So we just had like a multiple choice computer test. I don't even remember how many questions it was, maybe 200? I wouldn't say that it was necessarily hard. I did pass it on the first try. I do feel like the questions were kind of tricky. Like, it reminded me a lot of my driver's permit test. It's like the way that some of the questions were worded, you could definitely overthink them. Just, you know, study as best as you can and don't stress yourself out too much. And like I said, don't like overthink the questions. Just read the question slowly and then go with your first gut instinct. I graduated beauty school and don't understand color theory. Any advice? I can definitely do a video on color theory and like toning if you guys would like that. I've been wanting to do that. I have that on my list of video ideas, but just like keep your color wheel with you at all times. Like, I feel like when it comes to color, as long as you understand the color wheel and you understand what colors cancel out other colors, you'll be good to go. And also, don't be afraid to ask your coworkers for help. How do I get over my fear of fucking up someone's hair or makeup? You just gotta do it. You can't worry about it. You gotta just remind yourself, like, you do what you do for a reason, and you're probably a lot better than you think. And you know what? If you do mess up, which you're going to at some point, we all have mess ups. Even people who have been doing this for decades mess up time to time. And you just gotta be, like I said earlier, you gotta be honest and just own up to it and just fix the mistake. Obviously, messing up isn't the greatest feeling, but at the end of the day, it's just hair and makeup. It's not like you're doing open heart surgery. You know, no one's gonna die, hopefully, if you have a little bit of a mess up. It's all fixable, and it's not that serious. So just remind yourself of that. Breathe, you'll be fine. Are you still as happy now in your job as you were in the beginning of your hair career? Yes, I definitely am. I feel so blessed, seriously, that I found the salon where I work now, because I love it. I've never in my entire life felt like I fit in and loved where I worked so much. So yes, I am still very happy there, and I'm still just as happy with what I do. Like, it is crazy to me. I have to pinch myself because I still just can't even believe that I'm really doing what I love. And of course there's days, like, I don't want it to come off the wrong way. Like, it's not like every single day I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so excited to go to work. Like, no, I definitely have those days where I just don't want to get out of bed. Like, I don't want to do anything that requires anything. You know, like, it's still work at the end of the day. But yes, I am very, very happy. Going to cosmetology school and changing careers was honestly the best decision I ever made. Would you ever open a salon suite or rent a booth, or are you content where you're at still? I don't know. Sometimes I do think about owning my own salon, but not anytime soon. This would be like at least 5 years down the line. I am definitely not in a position yet financially to open up my own business, and I don't know if I want to stay where I'm at forever, like in this town. So I feel like before I were to open up my own business, I would need to really be like fully settled down. I'd like to own a house, you know, like really be sure about where I'm situated. Not ready for that anytime soon. I'm still super happy where I'm at now. I feel like even though I'm just an employee there. I have enough control over my own schedule, my own clientele, that, I mean, it's like the best of both worlds. I get to have a lot of control without having to worry about like all the stresses of owning a business, you know? What should I look for when deciding what school I want to go to? That is actually one of the next videos that I am going to film. So make sure you stay tuned for that because I have a whole bunch of tips. But yeah, definitely go and tour the school, go see it in person, and just feel it out. Like, I think you'll know when you walk in there. Do you like it? Do you like the vibe? Do you feel like that's somewhere where you could see yourself getting a good education? I'm in beauty school right now. Did you feel stagnant and bored at school? I'm worried I'm not ready. Yeah, towards the end, I definitely got to a point where I was feeling a little bit bored with it, just because I felt like I was doing a lot of the same things, and I felt like I was pretty good with what I was doing. And so I got to a point where I was kind of feeling like I'm basically a stylist just doing hair for free. Where do you work? I live in PA and I want to get my hair done by you. Oh my God, you should totally come. If any of you guys live in the Pennsylvania or like New Jersey, New York area, and you would like to come get your hair or eyelash extensions done by me, go check out my Instagram page. Again, I will have that in the description. I have the address and the name of the salon and everything on there, and all of the information on how to book an appointment is on there as well. So yeah, I would love to meet you and get to do your hair or lashes. All right, we got a couple more questions left. Best way to build clients while in school. First of all, make sure you already have a separate Instagram page for your work. And then every time that a client comes in, make sure you're taking before and after photos, and then say to them, hey, do you have an Instagram page or a Facebook or whatever? Like, what's your name on there? Let me pull you up and add you now so that I can tag you in the photos when I go to post them. And so I would always do that, like right on the spot. I would give them my phone, they'd pull themselves up, I would follow them. 99.9% of the time they would immediately follow me back, and then I would post the pictures of their hair, tag them in it. They usually then would like the photo and comment or whatever, and I would also DM them and send them the photos I took, so that way if they want, they can post them on their page, and then all of their friends and followers can see their hair and be like, oh my God, that looks so beautiful, and then they'll want to go and check you out and maybe book an appointment with you too. That's what I did when I was in school. It worked amazingly well for me. I was getting tons of requests all the time through Instagram. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? By the way, I love you. Oh, thank you so much. I don't know, in 5 years. In 5 years, I'll be 32. Oh my God. Hopefully not living with my parents anymore. I would really hope at that point that majority of my loans are paid off, and that I am living in my own place, whether I'm renting or owning a home. I don't even know like if I'm still gonna be in the same town, or I mean, I have no idea. Just thinking about how much my life has changed since 5 years ago, it's crazy. So 5 years is it's too much to think about. I don't know. So yeah, that is it for the questions and for this makeup look. I kept it super simple. I just used the Carli Bybel BH Cosmetics palette. I haven't used this one in a long time, but it is so beautiful. I mixed these two together on the lid, and then I just used my bronzer in the crease. And that's it. Super simple, as usual. So that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so excited to start posting more content, so stay tuned. I have a bunch more videos coming. If you have any requests, leave them down below. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.